What's up, guys? Welcome to your 108th Android tutorial for the new Boston. And what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to create another file. We have one file called path, but we're going to create another one. And this will be actually from our edit text, so more specific way that they're going to save it. So we're just going to create another file, and we're going to call this one file name, something like that, or actual file, something like that. And we're just going to say null to begin with. And then, what was our edit text called? Save file. So now we're just going to, within our actual save button, we're going to set this file up equal to basically our edit text. So we're going to create a string to kind of convert our edit text into a string. So we're going to say string F, I don't know, and we're going to get our edit text, which I just looked at and forgot already, called save file dot get text dot toString. Again, kind of just a quick review. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have that file basically equal our path that we set up, and then on top of that, because the path is kind of the folder it's going to be, within that folder we're going to reference basically our edit text as the specific file itself. So a few tutorials ago we set up a few paths, which you can kind of think about as the different folders. So like the music folder, the picture folder, and the downloads folder. So we need our file to kind of reference which folder it is and then which specific path it is. So what we're going to do here is basically say our file and say equal to new file, and we're familiar with just a string reference of some sort, something like that, but we want to also refer to our path. So there's another file constructor that we can use that takes two parameters. One for basically, you can think of the path or the folder, however you guys want to think about it, and then for the second parameter, the actual specific whatever .jpeg or something like that, PNG. So since we're using our our F here for our actual edit text, we're just going to say F here. So that's going to create a file for us in, again, our path location with the specific file name from our edit text. Pretty simple for the most part. And now what we want to do is, again, we're going to kind of check to make sure we can read and write everything. And we've done that up here a few tutorials ago with the state. We get the state and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to say create a new method called check state, something like that, and it's going to say, hey, I don't know what that is, create method, and then we're just going to copy all this stuff here, or cut it I should say, and then paste it within that check state method that we just created, which is right here. So Control V, that's going to check everything, update both our edit text or our text views and also our Boolean values. So now what we can do within our save file again is make sure everything's can read and write. So whoops, we could either do that or we can just use our method that we just created. So we're just going to say check state, and that's going to update everything for us. And then we're just going to say if we can W, which is can read, equals can write, or I'm sorry, can write equals can read equals true, we can read and write, right? And within here is where we're actually going to kind of do everything. So before we use file input streams and file output streams, but this time, since we actually have a file set up, we're just going to use InputStream and OutputStream. So what we're going to do is create an input stream, input stream called is equals, and we're just going to get a picture. We're going to save a picture no matter what file path we're using, whether it be the music, whatever. We're going to save a picture to that file. So if you guys download the application and use this activity, you might want to check your folders and see if there's actually a picture in there. So we're going to do get resources, which is going to refer to our resource folder, and then we're going to say open raw resources. I think we've done this before, and then just start whatever we want to save. So r.drawable dot let's say green ball. So that's our input stream, what we're going to save. Now we also need to create an output stream, and we're going to call this OS, and we're just going to say new file output stream, and we're going to refer to our file that we set up right here. So we're going to say file. Then we just got to import both our file output stream and our file and our output stream. And again, we're going to have to surround this with a try and catch. So let's open up our try brackets a little bit more and just throw our input stream in there as well. What we need to do again is set up a byte array that's going to kind of read all of our data for us. So we're just going to, set up a byte array, call it data, and this is going to be equal to new byte array. And within the parameter, we're going to give it our input stream, and we just say dot available again. So nothing too new there. And it says we just need to add a catch clause to our surrounding try, so we're just going to click that, adds the input output exception. And then what we need to do is we need to do our input stream dot read. With the parameters, we're going to give it our byte array. Looks kind of familiar to the last tutorial we just read, except this time we are in a while loop, so that's fine. And we're also going to write it to our output stream, so we're going to say write, and we're going to write data, and then we just need to close both our input and our output stream. So just close and output stream close. And we're pretty much done. I mean, this is going to save a picture to one of our path files and to the specific location of our edit text.